Hello, this is Godo. Welcome back to the Islands of Insight static puzzle series. We are here in front of the Reflections in the Sky Enclave, and we are going to be heading in here today, and it is quite a large enclave, as you can tell from over here. It's gonna take a while to get through, and it also has some pretty challenging puzzles, so before we're allowed in there, though, we must complete the Pillar of Insight. This one. So that's what we're going to do. So the rules of these puzzles we're going to be seeing in this enclave and this symbol here is that anything touching this symbol, the symbol is called a symmetry lotus, is going to have to be symmetrical within that color. So because this three light tiles are on the left side, and it's connecting to this lotus with a vertical line through it, everything on the other side of the vertical line needs to match. So we're just going to fill it in like so. Similarly to here, we have these two, so we're going to have to first copy those over. Now we just added three more by copying those over. Now we're going to have to add those over. And if you remember the last episode when we had the galaxies, you also have to copy over any blocking cells. So we have this dark cell here. This cell has to be dark. And I'm just going to kind of go through the rest of this. Not too much more explanation needed, I don't think, so. And I'm also going to misclick. Love to see that. That one was me not being careful. Alright. Kinda gotta build out the puzzle both sides at the same time. Whoops. Did not finish that side in that corner correctly. Alright, all done. Let us in. Let me in! Here we are. And with that, let's start getting cracking on the puzzles over here. There are a lot of puzzles in this enclave. They're even upside down. Look at this thing. Alright, so we have a new symbol here. It's, well, it's still the lotus, but now it's diagonal. So everything in respect to this diagonal line has to be mirrored here. So we're gonna go, if we've gone down 2 and left, we need to go right 2 and up. Then the border of the puzzle counts as a, the opposite colored square, of course, so we're gonna do that. Let's see what's going on here. There's no real feasible way for us to connect these two diagonal symmetries. We could if we like had a box going all the way, but that's not possible, so we're gonna cap that off. This now cannot come out anymore. And then this can't come up here because on the mirror side it would be off the board, so block that. And this one cannot pick up this one because it would pick up that, and that would be a big mess, so. There we go. There's a Pillar of Insight. Let's go ahead and do that one. So, this is just teaching us that the edge of the board counts as basically a void space. Yeah, lotus opposing nulls, as it calls it. That's what you would call it in my field of expertise, but in puzzles like this, we can just build out the symmetrical tiles and then dump the rest of it. Grab a hidden archway here. Fun thing about this enclave is that everything is mirrored on the bottom half. So this looks like we're looking at a weird reflective puddle, but it's actually, there's a hidden archway here. There's a different pillar of insight there. This puzzle that was up here is also down there. And yeah, just shenanigans. So now we're like on the bottom side of this island. Can we do this pillar? I think my character may have just fell onto the void. Oh well. Alright, we have two lotuses here, but they're like aligned, so here though we have two lotuses and they are in different planes, so we have to do symmetry in both directions at the same time. Symmetry in both directions at the same time. It really helps to just like focus on one of them, one of the symmetries at the same time. Okay, so here's an interesting thing. If you have two lotuses in the same that are parallel, you can't have them touching unless they are like directly in line with each other. Because if this has to stretch over here, then this has to stretch further, then this one has to stretch further, and it's just an infinite loop of you cannot connect these. So we are going to make sure those do not connect per the insight that it gave us there as well. Okay. Alright, well, those two forced a connection, so now we're going to be going over here. Whoops. There we go. These cannot connect here. And then we have to make all of the dark squares symmetrical too. There we go, and here we go. Here's one of the few places, maybe the only places you can watch a pillar of insight expand down from the ceiling. Alright, let's do something a little bit more challenging. Here is a 4-pipper. Alright, so let's see what's going on with this one. Looking at this light cell down here, need to make this symmetrical. This tile corresponds to this one across this line of symmetry, so if this is dark, or this is touching a null, as it's called, this one needs to be dark, this one's touching a dark. This one's touching a light on the other side, so close that one up. That was a misclick, as per usual. That was actually just me holding the mouse down and then moving my hand too far. Let's see, what else do we have going on over here? This horizontal and vertical one here in the middle is interesting because we need to clone it like that first, or mirror it like that, then we need to mirror it like that. Now we've picked up another cell. Something like this so far. I'm like turning my head to try to get a better view of this over here. Definitely easy to mess these up. Okay, what's going on with the what's it called, symmetry? The diagonal symmetry needs to go like this. Now we need to come up here, now we need to go over there, now we need to come here. Come here. I think basically we're now going to do this. Okay. Okay, are we done expanding this shape? I think we are now finally diagonally and horizontally symmetrical here. So I think we can close this shape in. I think. I don't have to think, though. I can know for sure. So close these off. Close these off. Nope, that one was wrong. Okay. This one needs to get closed off here. And I could probably do well to stop misclicking it so much. Does this need to be dark or light on the outside? Could it be either? It can be either. We'll hold on that one. We don't know what it needs to be exactly yet. Let's put these dark cells in here. Enclose that space. Now we can enclose this space. This one definitely cannot connect, so we're gonna lock that one in. Okay, so we had to put a light cell here, so we're gonna finish the symmetry of that, and I'm pretty sure this can go no further. So there we go with that. Alright. Tricky one. Did we just draw a lotus? No, this isn't a lotus. Kind of looks like a lotus, but it is not. Alright, I had a weird little mishap there with my recording. I came back to where I was when I cut, roughly. I didn't do any puzzles, so nothing missed, luckily. Anyways, let's continue on here. So, like I was saying, everything here is kind of mirrored from what we see on the top half. There's this little rock that's just floating here, and the same rock is floating up there. That hidden archway I got is right there, actually. And then here's a puzzle that's on the bottom of this rock. We have the same puzzle over here. Well, it's not the same puzzle, but it is the same location of a box. So I'm going to start doing these a little bit more quickly. I'm not going to talk about every single move I am doing here any longer. Oddly enough, a lot of the times you actually do end up with a lotus that's just like completely sequestered and not actually being symmetrical. It's just symmetrical to itself, and you're just like, okay, I guess, why not? Okay, let's have this one come over here, and how about not do that, though? Would be a great plan. There we go, that should have been a T, not a... I don't know what shape I made it before. Okay, was there anything else on this island? There's a... oh, there's a puzzle down here. And an armillary ring. This is one of the enclaves that has armillary rings in it, so we're going to be doing those as we find them. Oh no, don't fall! Don't fall. Ah! Alright, we're good. And I see a hidden archway right here, just pointing downward, so we'll get that after we do this puzzle. Alright, 3 is done. Alright, that had some interesting concepts you had to think about with the numbers. You have a 5, and then it's in a symmetrical area, so when you're adding tiles to the symmetrical area, you need to make sure you do so in a way that doesn't mess up the parity of the 5. In other words, if you're at like 4, you can't do something that adds 2 tiles. Sounds like obvious, but I'm just gonna take a fall here because I don't want to be on the floor anymore, or under the ground, under the island. Where are we? It like put us on the opposite end of where we were. Let's go back over there. Maybe grab these armillary rings real quick while they're in our face. If we can figure out the angle to get them from. Not this angle, I'll say that much. Here's one. How do we get this one? Through here, perhaps? Crouch down? There's a leaf blocking my view. Hello? Can I, like, stand on this? But I need to crouch down. What the? Stand over here, perhaps? And then... I thought we finished Thread the Needle Enclave. Jeez. And I'm falling again. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. What angle are we gonna be able to do this from? Maybe I'm just overcomplicating this? I kinda was, yeah. I was trying to go between the 2 dark hoops, but I could have just gone behind them. Alright, let's continue heading back towards the entrance of the enclave over here. I kind of want to clean it up from that side going forwards, rather than kind of swapping back and forth to the back and the front. That is good to know, though. If we fall off on accident, it's going to respawn us in the backside. We don't have the recall beam yet, right? Recall beam, warp beacon is called? No, it's pretty expensive and we're not high enough level for it anyways. Well, there's a hidden pentad right here. Even the hidden pentads are mirrored. So this is directly in the middle. That one's fine. But look at this one. There's one up here, right? But directly underneath it. It's the same one. It's mirrored. Alright, let's find the last one. If there's one here, there must be one directly underneath. Alright. More puzzles. Okay, I think we're done on our first little island over here. Let us go and do this puzzle here while we're bouncing in the air. Come here, you. And we're just gonna continue bouncing in the background. Ignore that. Alright, so this lotus is connected to a bee. So anywhere there's a bee, we're gonna have to mirror the bees. And then we're gonna have to connect it to the lotus, so that's gonna collect like so. Mirror the light cell from the A. Oh, and same deal for the A's actually. So this has to connect. That has to be dark. These have to be dark. And this has to be white, dark, white. Okay, cool. Oh, gosh, the movement like threw me off so bad. Grab this hidden arch. Let's go on top of the rock, because remember we saw stuff on the bottom of the mirrored one. There was a hidden arch, yeah. There's also a hidden arch right here on the side of it that I marked. Okay. Okay, and there was at least one puzzle here. Was there anything else here? Guess not. Alright, let's do this puzzle. I think we're gonna have to do this right here. Now the other side has me doubting that. No, we were okay, we were okay. Alright, we have finished the primary objectives of this enclave. Symmetry haters rejoice, you can now leave. Unfortunately for us, we are not symmetry haters, so... Onwards, let's see where our next puzzle is gonna be. This is going to be a pretty huge enclave, so this might be the first enclave I have to put in multiple videos. Let's go up on this island. We have an island with a logic grid. And I don't see anything else over here, so... Alright, 4 Pipper. All light regions have area 5. Okay. So the only way for a diagonal area to have an area 5 is that we have to add light cells to it in increments of like 2s. So we have to add, for example, if we add these 2 here, if we were to add another light cell here, we'd need to add 1 more, but that wouldn't be possible because the next cell we add has to be 2. That said, I don't even know if that addition is correct or not. So let me hold off on that one. Because there's actually multiple ways could go about doing this. Maybe not, actually. I think we might have to just do that. Yeah, now that I'm looking at it, I don't think there's another way to do that one. This one, we have to do it like this. Make like a little upside down T. I can't have any light cells in here. This has to come out at least to there. Let's see, if this goes up, then it's going to be a problem with this dark cell over here. So block that one. Similarly, it cannot go left. So this one has to go down, and it has to make 5. So we're going to go down, down, and then make a T. Alright, so far so good. This light cell is going to have to be part of a 5 block somehow, but it cannot touch this one because it would be an issue with this cell, so go ahead and click the wrong button, and per usual. And that should finish it up. Alright, anything on the bottom side of this island? Not that I'm seeing. Alright, let's go inside this building here. Good old lore. Good old armillary ring. With many hoops. Gotta just go so much more slowly and carefully on these puzzles if you want to get the bonuses. Why do I hear hidden archways? Hidden archway outside? Hidden archway underneath. Oh. Okay. Can I go back up now? There's a launch pad that shoots you down. Lovely. Okay, what is this Pillar of Insight gonna teach us? This one's trying to be very sneaky. These can't connect because they're on a different line of symmetry. I think we can just do like this. Rare situation where I couldn't exactly tell what was going on and I just saw the whole solution at once. Oh, missing a white cell here. I'm just like looking at this. I'm like, what am I missing? Alright. Cool. All done with that floor. Floor, air quotes. I don't know if there's anything out here. Let's, go inside. There's so many, like, little nooks and crannies for things to be hidden in here. Get an armillary ring while floating. How about another one? Okay. Little puzzle that's just chilling here in this ceiling, I guess. Can't connect those. They're on a different line of symmetry. Anything else in here? Another puzzle. Looks like we're gonna have a little rotational symmetry one here. Oh, that didn't last long. Alright, I think we're all done in here. Alright, let's do a hidden pentad. I don't remember if this is a hidden pentad where they are mirrored through the floor, but I'm gonna mark these just in case they are, so that when we're underneath, we'll be able to see where they are quite easily. I'm gonna guess no, seeing as we've seen 3 of them up here so far. And I think this is actually my first time here where I've had the hidden pentad upgrade. I was going to showcase the bubble shrinking, but considering I already found the last one, I'll save that for a later hidden pentad, I guess. Maybe this one. Here, let me set this one up to shrink. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'm gonna intentionally not find number 5, and I'm just gonna go, like, do some puzzles instead. Because we like puzzles, right? Taking care of these diagonals along the edges first. Alright, similarly to how parallel lines cannot connect if they are not in line with each other, the same applies for diagonal ones. These two are in line, so those could connect, however. This dark one pulling out here, connecting is still TBD. Alright, it is no longer TBD. It can't come and do this crazy maneuver over here, so we're gonna close it off. Those can't connect. These can't go over there. There we go. Alright, so we have been in that puzzle grid for a little bit. The hidden pentad area has shrank significantly, and we can actually watch it shrinking right now. We can see that it's kind of like converging to a single point. If you like just watch the edges of the hidden pentad, you can see the direction it's moving. The direction it moves in is towards the direction of the last hidden pentad, so we know it's over here somewhere. Yep, it's right here. But, for more further exaggerated demonstration, I'm actually just going to let it shrink even more. So let's do another puzzle while we wait for that to shrink. Alright, connect all dark cells, and we have a lotus down here. Alright, C. How is C gonna get out of here? C is gonna have to go through this lotus, so we now know that anything related to C is gonna be mirrored here. So this C needs to be here, mirror the dark cells, mirror this. It's gonna have to come up through here, that's gonna be blocked. Where did I mess up? Ah, okay. I messed up because that does not go... I put that A cell in the wrong spot. It's just gonna come down over here. Alright, cool. Alright, so we've now been waiting for a while, and the hidden pentad area is getting quite small. And if you can't find it now, well, you can wait a little longer even. So let's go do one more puzzle, and then we'll go take a look at it. Because why not? Alright, we have a 6, should come out at least to there. Copy that dark cell. These, like, moves are unusually slow to find here. Okay, this can't come down there. Took me a little long to spot that button, but we got it, we got it. Okay, can this come over here? No, so block that one. Can this come out here? Should it come out? I mean, it doesn't have to. Now it has to. Okay, there we go. Jeez, that was, slow going puzzle. Anyways, back to our hidden pentad experiment. This bubble has now shrunk as small as it will go. So it's not shrinking anymore. But it's pretty easy to find where our last hidden pentad relic is. There it is. Gotcha. Alright, let's continue looking around the top of this island. Anything in the tree? There is, in fact, something in the tree trunk. Alright, we got darts and lotuses. Oh boy. Connect all dark cells as well. Okay. So much progress. Alright, well, here we go. Here's something. If we put a light cell here, no, if we put a dark cell here, we're going to have to finish this dart, which will put a bunch of light cells here, and which is going to make this stretch way off the grid. So, going to keep that one light. Now we have to make this a weird shape here, and we cannot incorporate it any further along this axis, right? No, this axis right here. Okay. And then that's done now. Definitely can't connect that. So right now this is symmetrical in both of these diagonals. Can't connect this or that. We could still add a light cell in the corners here. Don't know if that's necessary yet. Dark cells are going to have to come out over here. This lotus is just encased in those, I guess. So whether the dark comes up or goes out and then up, we don't know yet. Kind of depends on what's happening on this side of the grid. Let's look over here. So can we determine anything yet? There's one more dark cell in this column. There's one more in this column. Yeah, we can't really figure anything else out from this side over here. So just looking. Well, I'm thinking if we put a light cell here, we're going to have a light cell here, which is then going to have to be mirrored to here and here. So we cannot have a light cell here. That's going to box everything in. So let's do this. Alright, that's looking good. Now we need to get around this corner here, so we cannot have... Whoops. No, that's correct. We cannot have this be a dark cell, because then that gets blocked in. So we're going to have to do something like that. Copy the dark cell symmetry. That's going to have to come around, so copy the symmetry again. Finish the dart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so it comes in here. Need one more dark cell. And it cannot be down here, because then it would lock itself in. And then it has to be here to block the symmetry. Okay. Woo! Feels good to get those perfect solves on the really tricky grids. At least I don't think I misclicked on there. Alright, we've done a nice big lap around the top of this island. Now, let's go... I was gonna say let's go on the bottom of it, but there's only a little bit more left of the top half of the enclave. Let's go ahead and finish cleaning up here before we go to the down under. And I don't mean that down under either. Alright, we have no dark cells and no Oreos. So this is an Oreo-free zone. Explicitly Oreo-free. Uh, Oreo is what I'm referring, this dark, light, dark pattern. Also, no 3 in a row either. Okay. No 3s in a row. Interesting pattern we ended up making with some weird rules. Alright. Let's go to the last island of this enclave. And what is this puzzle? The pips? Why are the pips moving around? What on earth? Okay, well. Oh, great. This is a puzzle. um... We basically need to build out the entire symmetry of these using these weird pentomino shapes. These are pentominoes, right? Yeah, they're pentominoes. Well... I think the dark is going to have to be just as symmetrical as the light cells, so... Let's just make them both symmetrical to each other. Should hopefully find some kind of symmetry point at some point. This is looking good so far. There we go. It's a butterfly. Anything else on here before I do that 4-pipper? Hit an archway. Alright, 4-pipper, let's go. Alright, to make a 5 on something like this, we're just going to need it to be 5 long. Now, we don't know if the 5th one's going to be up or down, so we'll wait on that. To make a 6 here, we could not add an up, because then we would need to add 2 downs. Or wait, hang on. 4, 5, 6. Never mind, we need to add an up or a down, and then we need to add a left and right. So, we'll hold on that one. This 10. Let me do all dark cells really quick. Okay, so this is going to have to be a down, and then left and right. Don't know if the left and right is going to be up here. Well, it can't be up here. We would lock in those dark cells, so... Copy the dark, copy the light. Dark, light, light, dark, dark. I think we can pretty safely just make a square of these. And how do we make a 10 using this space? I think we need the entire space. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. Okay, that kind of wraps up the top half of the islands. And we are almost done with the video time. This is definitely going to be an enclave that takes more than one video. Should be able to wrap up next episode. I'm going to continue going here until we reach around an hour of footage, and then I'm going to wrap it up there for this episode. Next time, we will be finishing up the bottom half. But for now, we got 10 more minutes, so let's keep going. Because, not sure if you noticed, but this place is very mirrored, so, the bottom half is almost the same amount of stuff we've done on the top half. And, yeah, we're not even done with any of the bonus objectives. So, let's do this hidden pentad, which is upside down. Actually, I think it's I think it's the same hidden pentad we did up above, but now it's a bit more problematic because we are kind of have gravity fighting us here for this one. Let's see if we can glide around and grab our relics though. Still, I don't really remember where all of them were though, so it's kind of a problem. I'm about to fall out of the island. Okay, well, goodbye. Goodbye, America Online sign-off. 90s kids be like. I'm gonna go ahead and activate that one again. But I'm going to do some puzzles. Never mind, I found it. Okay, I'm gonna do a puzzle now. Alright, light. Do we want to connect this? No. Do we want to connect these two? We could. Never mind, we have to. Okay. But then... Okay, it needs to go one more and then stop this shape. This can come here. I got a little concerned, like, wait, why didn't the puzzle finish when I put that tile there? It's like, well, you're not done with it, dummy. And I'm like, oh. Anyways. Let's see if we can grab the hidden pentads of this one and let the circle kind of shrink down around it while we're running around here solving some of the puzzles hanging from the ceiling down here. No, don't fall! No! Okay, can I at least fall and get some puzzles done while I'm falling? Get an armillary ring, get that hidden pentad piece. I can't really see anything. There's another hidden pentad. Alright. I'm satisfied. Let's fall. If you played the game a little bit of a slower pace, you'll find that you have more sparks, and you might be able to afford the warp upgrade, which is super useful, because if you're falling here, you can just warp back up to it instead of having to respawn. Anyways, while this bubble's shrinking, let's do some more puzzles. Oh, man. You just open a grid and you see 20 lotuses staring at you, and you're like, oh, man. Okay, well, we're gonna have some interesting symmetry happening here with this one. I think for the most part, no, maybe not. I thought you could just connect a bunch of these, but that is not true. Like these we cannot connect for sure. Which means we have to do the same thing here. What? Have I made a mistake? I have not made a mistake. Where did... Oh, okay. I see where my misunderstanding came from. So this is having basically rotational symmetry. Okay, now we can close it up. Gotcha. Alright, not too bad. What's our hidden pentad ring doing? It's kind of shrinking, but I can't really see where it's shrinking to. Can I get, like, out of this log? Oh, no, I don't want to fall again, though. Can I land on the hidden pentad? Oh, no. Okay, well, we're going down again, Geronimo. I'll be back in a second. And I came back and I immediately fell again. Alright, how about instead of doing that, I'm gonna come over here and hit these couple of puzzles I've walked past many times, except I've fallen again. Jeez. Where did I respawn? I'm so confused. Okay, now I respawn not on the end island. Okay. There's a 3-pipper over here somewhere. Let's do this 3-pipper. Light, light, light. Block that one. This one cannot connect either. Am I missing any other points of symmetry here? Can this go down here? No. So block that. Now this can't come down here, so this has to come in here. There we go. Progress. This has to come here at least. Then it can't go there. This can't go over here. So that one's done. That can't go there. This dark cannot touch this, so it has to come up this way. Ooh! These puzzles, man. Alright, we're gonna do one more grid. We're gonna do 2 more things. We're gonna finish this grid, and then we're gonna finish that dang hidden pentad. Revenge of the hidden pentad. Okay, so this is kind of like that one where we had no Oreos, except we have different rules this time. We have no 3 in a row dark, no 4 in a row light, and no checkerboards. Oh gosh, how are we even starting this? What are we doing? Well, if we put dark cells here, we would have to put light cells here. Put dark cells here. Hold on. Dark cell, dark cell. We would need to put dark cells in both of these to prevent checkerboards, but then that'd make it 3 in a row. So this has to come out like that, at minimum. I guess that's what the no checkerboard rule is there for, because I have a really tough time picturing how else that's going to help us. If we put a dark up here, it's going to force a checkerboard again. If we put a light here, it's going to force a dark here. Let me think about that one more for a second. I think this works. If we put a dark here, we get a dark there. This has to be mirrored. This has to block a 3 in a row. And then we can just come down here and, whoops, do something like that. And then I think the top is just going to be the same thing, but inverted. Cool. Definitely solved that one as intended. Alright, this hidden pentad is like gonna haunt me in my sleep if I don't get it. Let's go. How to get it though? Still kind of trying to figure that part out. Okay, can we land on the log at least? No? No? Okay. Ah! Can I spam click and click the hidden pentad? Oh, I can, yes. Hooray. Alright. We're gonna wrap up the Enclave here, or we're gonna wrap up the episode for the Enclave. Next episode we will continue and finish off this Enclave. We have, oh gosh, a lot of puzzles left. We have 30 puzzles left. We've done 70. However, some of them are a little bit more challenging. The puzzles in the bottom half of this, we have like some star puzzles, I think, so it's gonna be a wild ride. So anyways, thanks for watching. If you want to see the rest of this Enclave, be sure to check out the next episode. For now, see ya!